Hi everyone, it's Kay here. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you all had a great Christmas, and I'm filming this before New Year's, and hope you'll have a great New Year as well and a great 2025. I'm just going to show you some things I got from my mum. They actually belong to my dad, and my dad passed away 15 months ago, and my mum just said to me, can you go through his bedside chest of drawers and sort out some stuff? So she knows I'm into old things, so what I'm going to do is going to scan the documents and keep a digital copy and keep the hard copies in a file that I've got of family old stuff. Anyway, so some things I got from that drawer was this old tobacco tin, and I'm going to keep that, use it. I've also got this other gorgeous tin here. They had biscuits in it. Some of these tins are really old. It's pretty grotty inside, so I need a bit of cleaning. Another tin that I'll keep and use. And this tin with the lovely bright colour, it also needs cleaning up. It's got a whole heap of badges and coins and things in here that I'm going to share with my sister's children. Oh, I can't really call them children, young adults. Not even young anymore, they're 40, in their late 30s and 40s. Not late 40s, but in their late 30s, some have turned 40. So I'm just going to share them with them to see what they want from the tin, and give that back and see who else wants the other things. Anyway, some things I got from my dad. So, they're pretty old, some of these things. This is a national insurance card for payment for insuring himself, 1964-1965. So that's a wonderful little document that I'm going to photo scan. I think this is a program of a game between, I don't know if it's cricket or, looks like cricket. Anyway, it's in Pontypridd, which is a town in Wales, and so I'm going to use this as another piece of ephemera. Isn't it gorgeous? I'm going to scan it as well. Then there's this one here for my dad for his, in 1952, for his passing his examination in engineering, because my dad was an electrician. This was in his drawer as well. This is obviously a electrical notice, but I think it's pretty useful, pretty interesting. And this is another thing to keep this registration for my dad. That was when he was born, 1934, but doesn't actually have a date on that for his registration for his work. Then there's this card as well. There's another receipt for his electrical union, birth certificate, 1935, not birth certificate, baptism certificate, old driver's license, the colour, and in there's got notes of where he went on a trip to Sydney, and it's issued in 1963 to 1966 for when he was in, when we lived in Wales, but so he would have had to get a different licence when he came to Australia. Isn't that gorgeous? It's so cute. It's so little. He also got this one here, another, I think this is a pay slip for when he worked in the mine, 1955. Some tickets, which are in pounds, which are in shillings. Bit of paper that was at the bottom of one of those tins, a bit greasy, but it's just perfectly aged, so it's just a perfect little bit of background for ephemera. It feels a bit greasy, so it must have been greasy things on top of it. What's this one? This is another receipt for my dad's union certificate stuff. Little flag of England, Britain. I should say not England, Britain. Picture of my dad when he played rugby when he was a young man, young teenager I should say. There he is there. I don't really know if this is I will tag Valita's Opshop Crafter, so if you want to have a look at the hashtag Opshop Crafter for Valita's creative designs, I'll put her link below, because there's a whole heap of people who are contributing to that and sharing what they get. And I got this from, but I didn't buy them, these things, these are all free, but I will tag you, Valita. So there's more cards. There's all this beautiful clocking in the information. Another one. Is that a card? Does that open up as well? It does, yes. 1951. And this one. Another one. 64. And this one is another electrical union thing. It's obviously a payment book. It's only done the one for 1964. This is in South Australia, so we were in South Australia. Perfect. Look at that, beautiful. That's actually a little hardcover one. Wow. And there's an old newspaper that my dad kept. I think he kept it because I'm going to keep it for the, I'm going to take some of the adverts out, but he kept it because my dad was a big rugby fan and he played rugby himself, and this is a souvenir of when the All Blacks went the first time, played in Wales, because if you didn't know, that's where my country of birth is, and I was 7 when I came to Australia, so I have Welsh history in my blood. What's this one? This is another license for my dad's electrical work. And folder of things. So there's a whole heap of things that he did in his working career. One of the things you might find interesting, like between 1966 and 68, my dad used to work for a company called Cuttings in Millicent, and he used to go and buy rabbits and craybait from people who caught them in the farms and go out and collect the rabbits, bring them in to Millicent, and these to be shipped off somewhere. So he did that for a couple of years, and he actually got a chance to go on the Strzelecki track and things like that. So he got bogged there once in the Strzelecki track when it was literally just sand and dirt, and it was a track, and he actually had to camp there for a couple of days until he got somebody came by, the postie who did the postie, would you believe, who did the rounds, and this big truck pulled him out. So a very interesting work history, my dad. So he's got some recommendations from the National Coal Board here. There's a really lovely letter here from another reference from somebody in Aberdeen, which is in Wales, for him to come to Australia with. There's all these certificates that are really good conditions, and his apprenticeship papers that he had to sign, and his dad had to sign when he was working, when he started work in 1950, because my dad used to work as an electrician down a coal mine. So he did that for a number of years. His father worked down the coal mine as well, because in South Wales, that's what the main industry was the coal mine. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? 1950. So, very special. I'm not letting you linger, sorry, because this is personal, so it's just lovely. There's that one there. And, of course, all the things he's done. Okay, so that's all of that from him, and I think that I have taken them because Mum knows that I'm interested in this sort of thing, like I said, and I will scan them and keep them as family history, and then I'll just see as time goes along who else wants to keep hold of this history part of my dad's life. And thank you for sharing that with me. Please take care, and been having, sorry, I should say, I wanted to had a bit of a break from YouTube because I was having a few health issues and busyness as well over Christmas, and so I just needed a bit of a break, and hopefully we'll just do a few videos here and there from now on, and may not do as many as I did before. So thank you again for joining me and for sticking with me. Thank you for all your lovely comments I've been reading over the last few days over my journals, and we'll see you in the new year. Take care. Bye bye.